country. Same rowdy bonds with me. I'll be laid up in the dirt before you ever take it from me. So take the boy.
Menu narration set to 100.
Put him up in a PJ, he'll still try to get them 40 stuck. So line him up, turn it up and keep it running.
Menu narration set to 100.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here. As it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys coming off a road victory in the opener, looking to make it 2 straight to start the year. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you, and here's Jake Elliott to get things started. We are underway now from South Philly. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now, this defense for the Eagles, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Here we go.
Throwing now is Stroud. It's caught inside the 25. And that one results in 35 yards.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Tank Dell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. The Eagles are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 8. Throwing is Hurts. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. An ill-advised throw down, it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. An option handoff here to Mixon. And across the midfield, stripe into Eagle territory. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 18. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Mixon with a first down carry. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And Stroud now to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Tank Dell with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 14-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
That's going to be caught. It's the rookie from Clemson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Hurts. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 4 at the Texans.
Up the middle they go. It's Rhodes. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention. And it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it.
No touch that. Hey, let's go, let's go, let's go. Trimmer, trimmer, trimmer.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Trimmer, trimmer.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go, let's go.
They'll send Kirk in motion right. Stroud working out of the gun. Forced out to his... Stroud is hit and the ball is loose. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Our look around the NFL starts now. At Northwest Stadium in Landover, the Commanders at home to take on the 49ers. And it's De'Ami Brown. One of his 2 touchdown catches in the game coming right here. The Commanders are off to a good start, 2-0 on the young season. From there, we go to SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Let's check in on the Chargers.
A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 24.
No touch. No.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
No touch that. No touch.
Here's Hurts to throw. Under pressure on the Texans. Able to get in there for the sack. Levi Onwuzurike charging in and finishing off the sack. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Go.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are back within a score. His first career touchdown pass, and it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
On the quick, right?
Stroud to throw it. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. This is Mixon on the draw. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Come on. Hey! Panther 60, Panther 60.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that will bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
They go play action with Hurts. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Smith. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Jalen Petrie with a tight coverage for the breakup.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
It's a turnover.
The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8.
All right.
Now Stroud. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
On the quick, right?
The Eagles' 34-yard line.
In motion, the tight end. Here's Stroud. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Azeez Ojulari just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. To the sideline and pulled in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 17-yard line.
18. What's up?
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
18. What's up?
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Stroud looking to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss, because now as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores, you don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Hurts and the Eagles now down by 10. A minute 50 to play. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his man, complete. That's Hernandez. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game. Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game. A 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
That's complete to Shipley. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And while it's probably going to take a miracle at this stage, if they come down with this one in the end zone, they've still got a fighting chance. That one, however, winds up incomplete.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
And the Eagles, 1st down. 1st and 10.
Back to throw again. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Texans are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Good gain there on 1st down. And keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And, of course, this win a big one. They can hang their hat on this victory on the road against